Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. The mainstream news media in India has always been criticized for its coverage of events. Switch on a television news channel today and you will be greeted with some provocative, cringy, at times misleading headlines. In a race to become number one, which surprisingly everyone is on their channel, objectionable graphics and hashtags are also run on the news channels. On top of that, there are noisy debates served to the viewers, peppered with shrill voices of the anchors and panelists fighting with each other, sometimes even beating each other up. Their situation is not different as far as ground reports are concerned. There is a new form of dancing reporting which has been introduced to the viewers where the reporters on the ground does jumping and other physical stunts while presenting the information. In the past, the news channels have received wider criticism from the civil society for lack of ethics in presenting news, especially when it comes to sensitive topics. Some news channels have also earned the tag of Godi Media for this. But so far, this criticism was from people or members of the society or media watchdogs or the opposition. But the situation has turned so bad that even the Modi government had to say a bus. The Modi government has issued a strongly worded advisory to satellite news channels, that is electronic media, asking them to stop using unparliamentary language, making false claims and misquoting agencies in their news coverage. The advisory issued by the Information and Broadcasting Ministry says that some news channels have been making false claims, using scandalous headlines and offering fabricated and hyperbolic statements intending to incite the audiences. Well, if anything, one thing must be highlighted that even the Modi government has acknowledged that sometimes what is being served as news on TV channels to viewers intends to incite the audiences. And that's not it. The advisory, in fact, names some shows and their headlines in the advisory. Let us understand about the advisory in a bit of a detail. But before that, unlike TV media where news cycle is not less than a circus, at HW News we treat news and information with the seriousness that it deserves. Our news presentation is intended to inform, educate and to make people aware. No yellow journalism, no provocative headlines, just unbiased, honest and real news and analysis. But doing so comes with lots of challenges. Sometimes we are subjected to raids, sometimes it is legal cases, but that doesn't deter us because we have your support. But we require more of it. As I say, we have also been facing issues with strikes on our YouTube channel which have restricted our viewership and subscription. If you like what we do, then please support us. Go to our website www.hwnews.in/support and choose the subscription plan that fits your budget. And if monetarily you are not able to support us as of now, then please do share our videos, subscribe to our channel, like and comment below the video. This will help us to increase our reach. Now, coming back to the advisory. Listen to these headlines. Ali versus Bali, kahan kahan khalbali. Ali, Bajrang Bali, par khalbali. These are the headlines noted in the advisory of I&B Ministry. These are from our news channels. Now the advisory says that time and again the ministry has issued such advisories to the satellite media if it considers necessary in the interest of sovereignty and integrity of the nation, friendly relations with other countries, security of India and public order, decency and morality. Now the advisory says it has been found that in the recent past, several satellite TV channels have carried out coverage of events and incidents in a manner which appears to be unauthentic, misleading, sensational and using socially unacceptable language and remarks offending good taste and decency and obscene and defamatory and having communal overtones. And that it violates the program code. It particularly highlights the reporting on Russia-Ukraine conflict, certain incidents in northwest Delhi, that is Jahangirpuri violence, and certain news debates. It says that in case of reporting on Russia and Ukraine conflict, channels have been making false claims and frequently misquoting international agencies or actors, using scandalous headlines or taglines that are completely unrelated to the news item. Many of the journalists and news anchors of these channels made fabricated and hyperbolic statement intending to incite the audiences. Now, there are also few examples that are mentioned in the advisory which I would like to read out here for you. And you can also see it on your screen. It says that one channel aired a news item called Ukraine में atomy हड़कंप on 18th of April 2022, during which it also mentioned that Russia is planning a nuclear attack on Ukraine. It further sensationalized the situation and mentioned that the attack will happen in the coming few days. The report misquoted international agencies also. Second example, another channel indulged in warmongering continues to air factless speculation, highlight factless speculation, to an extent that had the tendency to infuse fear in the minds of viewers, as it claimed that Russia has given a 24-hour deadline for the nuclear attack on Ukraine. That is what it says. Number 3. One channel also aired baseless sensational news on 18th of April 2022 titled Parmanu Putin se Pareshan Zelensky and Parmanu action ki chinta Zelensky ko depression. It also aired several unverified claims misquoting foreign actors or agencies. It said that official Russian media clearly stated that Third World War has started. The channel even showed footage with false claims that Russian president is carrying a nuclear briefcase with him. Number 4. Another channel misreported and made unverified claims on 19th of April. One such claim was that US agency CIA believes that Russia will use nuclear weapons on Ukraine. Fifth example, one of the channels very frequently made sensational claims on nuclear war. It aired the headline Nuclear Nishana, Hayrat Anges Khulasa, World War Ka. This happened on 19th of April. The channel made several of these exploitative and scandalous war-promoting claims multiple times. Number 6. A prominent channel misguided viewers through misreporting under sensational headlines such as Ukraine se Putin ka Parmanu plan taiyar, Parmanu hamla hona tay hai. This was aired again on 19th of April, and the channel, according to the advisory, frequently uses such misleading and unrelated taglines in its reporting. Number 7. It was found that one channel ran a sensational speculative commentary on the active conflict during prime time. It used fabricated headlines such as Atom Bomb Girega, Teesra Vishwa Yuddha Shuru Hoga on 19th of April. Number 8. A channel misguided viewers with unverified and incorrect news on war. Anchors of many of these channels talk in hyperbole and make factually wrong comments, even misquoting other sources. One such news titled Mariupol finished full and final on 20th of April 2022 was published. If it is about hyperbole, I wonder what can be better than this to explain. One channel aired fabricated pictures claiming to be the proof of the upcoming nuclear attack on Ukraine. This completely speculative news story seems to be intending to misguide the viewers and arouse psychological upheavals inside them. The show titled Ye Raat Qayamat Wali Hai, and this aired on 20th of April. Now, if there is an award for the most filmy and bizarre news headlines, all these would definitely compete with each other. Although warmongering may not be completely new to our news channels, remember our over-enthusiastic news channels went into a war frenzy after Uri and Balakot strike. Now, this was as far as Russia and Ukraine war coverage was concerned. Now, let us come to the Northwest Delhi clashes, that is the recent Jahangirpuri violence. The advisory notes that coverage by the TV channels in this particular incident included provocative headlines and videos of violence that may incite communal hatred among the communities and disrupt peace and law and order, disrupting the ongoing investigation process by playing scandalous and unverified CCTV footages, showing footages of a specific community and thus aggravating the communal tensions, fabricated headlines sensationalizing, giving communal colors to the actions of the authority. Now, it also gives certain examples. Example number 1. A show was run on a channel called Delhi Mein Aman Ke Dushman Kaun. This was run on 16th of April. I am also going to read out certain headlines that are mentioned in the advisory. Second one, Badi Sajish Dange Wali Karoli Khargaon via Delhi. This was published on 17th of April. A channel repeatedly carried a video clipping of a man belonging to a specific community carrying a sword. Channels claimed that this video depicted that it was a pre-planned conspiracy to spread violence in a religious procession. This happened on 19th of April. Footage under heading Hinsa se ek raat pehle sajish ka video was published on 19th of April. Vote Bank versus majoritarian politics. This was aired on 19th April as well. Now these are some of the examples as far as Northwest Delhi clashes are concerned. Pointing to the news debates held on these TV channels, the advisory says that some channels broadcast debates that have unparliamentary, provocative and socially unacceptable language. They also have communal remarks and derogatory references which may have a negative psychological impact on viewers and may also incite communal disharmony and disturb the peace at large. Some are also found to be disrespectful, passing on insulting remarks or giving reference to the different religions or faiths or their founders. For example, it also cites certain examples for this. Number 1, a news channel broadcast a program titled Hunkar on 20th of April. During the debate, several speakers used unparliamentary and derogatory language towards each other. It was also found that the overall tenor and tonality of the show remains very aggressive and disturbing. Such ambience has a tendency to negatively impact the viewers, especially children, and may also have a long-lasting psychological distress and subliminal impact on them. I am not saying this, the advisory says this. Number 2, a news channel debate show titled Ali versus Bali Kahan Kahan Khalbali was aired on 15th of April. On the loudspeaker rules have instances where panelists have used derogatory terms and there were also some communal comments made during the show. Number 3, a journalist of a channel during a prime time show titled Ali Bajrang Bali Par Khalbali aired on 15th of April used instigating statements and derogatory references. This is what the report says, this is what the advisory says. Interestingly, the advisory, while names the shows, it does not name the channels or even the anchors or journalists who hosted these particular shows. Well, the point is, TV news channels indulging in such practices is not new. In the past, they have been pulled up by the courts as well. Even media bodies had imposed fines and asked some of the channels to issue apologies. But are these measures enough? Then there are demands that such news channels must be banned or censured. But if we are to be a truly free speech believer democracy, censure or ban may not be the right way to go about it. However, there has to be some accountability and most importantly, a general consensus among the media fraternity about the quality, about the tone and tenor of the news presentation. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, then please go to my Twitter handle, that is @ARTI_GHARGI, that is @RT_Ghargi. Thank you so much.